Hello again, my friends. I've been a little sick, but I'm better. And I'm reading still in 1 Corinthians in chapter 5. And today I'm going to read just verses 9 through 13, which ends chapter 5. So it begins, I wrote to you in a letter not to associate with sexually immoral people. Paul is saying, I wrote you a letter telling you don't spend time with these people that are sexually immoral. Don't spend time with them. Then verse 10, I did not mean the immoral people of this world, or the greedy and swindlers or idolaters. Otherwise, you would have to leave the world. He's saying, I wasn't talking about in this letter, I wasn't talking about the immoral people of the world, non-believers, not brothers and sisters in Christ, people that were greedy, wanting more and more and more, swindlers, people that will trick you and cause you to lose something, that swindle you, or idolaters. Because he's saying, if you weren't around these people, then you couldn't be in the world anymore, because the world is full of these people. Verse 11, but actually I wrote you not to associate with anyone who claims to be a brother or sister and is sexually immoral or greedy, an idolater, or verbally abusive, or a drunkard, or a swindler. So he's saying, I meant don't spend time with people who say they're your brother and sister in Christ, who are Christians, and yet here they are being sexually immoral. They're swindling people. They're drunk. They're verbally abusive. They talk ugly and hurt people. He's saying, don't spend time with Christians who act that way. You can't leave the world. You're going to be around the worldly people that are that way, but you don't have to spend time with Christians who act that way. Verse 12, for what business is it of mine to judge outsiders? Don't you judge those who are inside? God judges outsiders. Remove the evil person from among you. So what he said there is, he's saying, we can judge people who are insiders. We can judge family. We can judge people who say they are one thing, but they act in another way. Well, I don't really have a right to go out here and judge the world. God's going to judge them. God will judge them. But once you become a part of my family, I'm in the same family, I can make some decisions. And he said, last statement, remove the evil person from among you. If you won't act right and you say you're my brother and sister in Christ, then I'm not spending time with you anymore. Remove that evil person from among you. So let's be people who live for Christ in a way that other Christians will want to be with us. Let's don't be those who should be cast out. And don't spend time with brothers and sisters in Christ who will drag you down to a position you don't want to be in relationship to other believers. I've done that before. I've known believers who had as big a problems as I did, and maybe bigger, and I let them drag me down. And God says, don't spend time with them. So let's spend time with believers who live seeking to follow God and honor Him, and let's be those people too. That ends chapter 5. We've got chapter 6 coming up in the next reading. God bless you this day as you seek to live for Jesus Christ.